But we begin tonight with the delegation from the White House headed to Dearborn as the Biden administration tries to mend a rift over U.S. policy in the Israel-Hamas war. Thank you so much for joining us for 7 Action News at 11. I'm Carolyn Clifford. The officials will be meeting with leaders of the Arab American and Muslim communities. They are outraged over the tremendous loss of civilian lives in Gaza since Israel and Hamas went to war. Protesters greeted President Biden as he paid a visit to Metro Detroit last week. And Arab American support for his re-election is in jeopardy. 7 Action News reporter Brett Cast has more on what's expected from the high-stakes meeting tomorrow.
Well, I've spoken to a number of people on the phone today who are either invited and plan to attend this meeting or have direct knowledge of this meeting. They say there'll be a number of meetings scheduled throughout the day that will include key White House officials, including the Deputy National Security Advisor. But not everyone within the community is happy. Just 1 week ago, President Joe Biden touched down in Metro Detroit, stopping in Warren, but not Dearborn, where mounting pressure has been building to abandon the president this election.
We must punish Joe Biden.
That day, a press conference was held in Dearborn to protest the visit.
Here we go!
And near the president's motorcade, a protest in the street. Now, 1 week later, a new trip is planned to Dearborn by key members of the White House, who will meet with local leaders about its policy on the war in Gaza.
The main thing that we want to reiterate in general, not just to the Biden administration, but to the American public, that Palestinians are human beings too.
The executive director of the Michigan chapter of the Council on American-Islamic Relations says many in Michigan's Arab American community are skeptical about the intent.
There is a level of real frustration that on the one hand, Mr. Biden talks about he values the lives of innocent Palestinians, and on the other hand, does not force the Netanyahu government into a ceasefire and is still actively sending weapons to the Netanyahu government.
Waleed says some Palestinian community leaders turned down their invite, but others in the community, including Deputy Wayne County Executive Assad Turfi and Dearborn's Mayor Abdullah Hammoud, accepted. In statements, Turfi said in part, quote, "This visit represents the highest level policy delegation sent by the White House that I have known in my time. Having dialogue and maintaining an open line of communication with policymakers is paramount to achieving any objective." While a spokesperson for Hammoud added, quote, "Mayor Abdullah H. Hammoud has been clear that this is not the time for electoral politics. He has remained open to meeting with senior policy officials predicated on the Biden administration's willingness to change course in Gaza."
This meeting should not be used for a photo op for the Biden administration so that then he can go to the media and says, oh, everything is good with the Muslims.
Now, the meetings will take place in Dearborn tomorrow. However, the exact location and times of those meetings has not been confirmed. In Dearborn, I'm Brett Cast, 7 Action News.